I've been with my husband for 8 years, married for 5, and last week, I told him I'm not changing my name to his even though I promised I would when we got engaged. When Jake proposed, I was 24 and honestly didn't think much about the name thing. My maiden name is Collins, his is Brennerman, and at the time I just said sure, I'd take his name after the wedding. We got married at City Hall because we were broke and planning a bigger celebration. Later that never happened. I kept putting off the name change paperwork because it felt like such a hassle, and Jake never really pushed it. He'd mention it occasionally, like when you're Jane Brennerman in casual conversation, but it wasn't a big deal. Then about 6 months ago, I got a promotion at work. I'm a civil engineer and I'd been working my ass off on this transportation project for 2 years. When my name went on the published reports and I started getting recognized in my field, something shifted. I realized that professionally, I'm Jane Collins. Every certification, every project, every professional connection I've built over the past decade is under that name. Starting over as Jane Brennerman felt like erasing a part of my identity. I'd worked really hard to build. I started researching and found out I could hyphenate or just keep my name professionally while using his socially, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized I just wanted to stay Jane Collins, not as a feminist statement or anything, just because that's who I am. I've had this name for 29 years. It's my dad's name and he died when I was 19, which makes it feel even more important to me. I brought it up with Jake one night after dinner. I tried to be really gentle about it and explained everything I just said. His face just fell. He didn't yell or anything, but he got really quiet and then said, "So the promise you made me doesn't matter anymore?" I told him it's not that simple, that I didn't understand what I was agreeing to back then, and people are allowed to change their minds about their own names. He said I'd had 5 years to change my mind, and I waited until after building my career to tell him, which feels calculated. That stung because it's not like I was scheming. I genuinely just didn't think about it that deeply until it became real. The fight got worse over the next few days. Jake's mom called me, which was mortifying. She said it's embarrassing for Jake, that his wife won't take his name and that in their family, that's just what you do. His sister took his name, his mom took his dad's name, and apparently everyone at their family reunion noticed my business card still said Collins and had been asking Jake about it. I didn't even know that was happening. My mom is on my side, but in an annoying way where she keeps saying, "Good for you," like I'm making some big political statement, which I'm not. My best friend Sarah said I should have been honest from the start instead of letting Jake think it was definitely happening. Another friend pointed out that Jake never offered to take my name or hyphenate his. So why is this all on me? What makes this worse is that we've been trying for a baby. Jake said something last week that really got under my skin. He asked what name the baby would have, and when I said obviously Brennerman, he said, "Oh, so you'll give our kid my name but you won't take it yourself? How's that supposed to look?" I hadn't thought about it like that. I don't know, I just assumed kids get the dad's last name, but when he put it that way, it did sound hypocritical. I suggested hyphenating the baby's name and Jake lost it. He said I was being selfish and making everything complicated when there's a simple tradition that most people follow without turning it into a crisis. He said if having his name means so little to me, maybe that says something about how I see our marriage. That hurt. I love Jake. This has nothing to do with our marriage and everything to do with my own identity and career. But he says it has everything to do with our marriage because I made him a promise. And now I'm breaking it because it's inconvenient. He's been sleeping in the guest room for 3 nights. His mom texted me today saying Jake is really hurt and maybe I should reconsider for the sake of family unity. My sister says Jake is being a baby and I should stand my ground. I feel like I'm going crazy because this seemed so straightforward to me and now it's threatening my marriage. Am I the asshole?